Hello and welcome, my colourful, explosive combatants. Now, long before the internet was where you went to blow up your friends from anywhere in the world, we used to do it in person on the SNES. In fact, we did it so often that our bedroom pillows would smell like teenage boys' armpits by the end of every week. And yes, that is every bit as disgusting as it sounds. As some of you that follow my movements closely may know, I'm currently on holidays. That is assuming that going from this to this is considered holidays, of course.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
And with that said, be prepared for meaty ochre crafting and editing shortcuts. So I found myself in a position where if I didn't upload a video whilst I was away, that would effectively leave me at 6 weeks without a video, and the YouTube algorithm gods would kick me out of the club. And to that end, I thought I could recycle a couple of leftover armatures from my old Sonic V Shadow sculpt and make a couple of 16-bit, poorly sculpted Bomberman men in about 4 hours total before jumping on a 36-hour flight from Christchurch, New Zealand to London. My idea here is that white OG Bomberman will be the victor over black Bomberman, as this was the game default setting when playing alone. If memory serves, that is. This did come out in 1993.
I'm old, I've lived my life.
As Black Bomberman seems to be conducting his murderous affairs in a black swimsuit, I opted to shape and bake the arms and legs, give them a quick paint, and then add this sexy, albeit incredibly inappropriate, color-appropriate single piece. And with the head baked and painted, I can add the black helmet with the little quiff, as I think over the years, Black Bomberman has evolved to be Black Bomberwoman. I can glue the neck into the torso and add the little antenna-type doodad to the top of the head, and with a series of sharp and round-edged silicone shapers, shape and refine the opening in the incredibly ineffective personal protection equipment. I'll then take some of my purple clay and add the receiver to the antenna and the big oven mitts, which seem like they would be incredibly inefficient in the realm of executing a perfect bomb throw in a fight to the death. Maybe it's part of the challenge, like a Kardashian cutting a cucumber.
Be careful, because I nicked myself the other day.
I don't know, I'm kind of scared.
There you go.
I can make the nondescript booties in much the same way as I did the poor oven mitts, attach them to the feet with some bacon bond, and then bake the body once more to save my progress. I can then roll out a thin sheet of blue clay and cut out a little blue belt to hold up the pants? I'll then roll out a small piece of orange clay to make a sassy golden star belt buckle. I'll eyeball this with an X-Acto blade, resign myself to the fact that it'll have to do, before sticking it onto the belt and baking one last time and moving on to do the same thing to White Bomberman. White Bomberman lacks the body confidence of Black Bomberwoman, so has opted to cover up in a white onesie with a blue one-piece atop for reasons best known to character designers, because the more you think about it, the more baffling it becomes. For the gouts of fire, I'll smack on a coat of yellow to a thin timber dowel initially. This is a little black bomb that I made off camera, which I'll drill a couple of holes through, and said holes will be sized appropriately to receive the timber dowel, which will become our eventual explosion. But I can place this aside for now, and we can get started on our base. The base will be game accurate-ish, with grey blocks on a green floor. I can mark out the dimensions to give me cubes based on the foam thickness and shortcut them into existence. I'll roughly place the blocks where I think they should go, as white will be safe behind a block and black just moments away from being engulfed in shrapnel and a raging inferno. I'll chamfer the edges of each block and paint the base in a rich emerald green. My preferred method here is to use a sponge as to avoid any nasty brush strokes. And I can return to the blocks then with a rolled up piece of aluminium foil and imprint in some texture for a bit more visual interest. I'll give them an initial base layer of black, then I can dry brush in some stone grey. Once that's dried, I'll use a bone white to dry brush and pick up those edge highlights, and the final step is to give them a once over with a black wash to get in all the nooks and crannies where a sponge could not. I can then dry fit the blocks and the bomb into position before moving on to assembly. And if you like to assemble mediocre crafts in your spare time with a little bit of lowbrow humor thrown in, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. Let me know, what games did you play with your siblings, cousins or friends? Have you ever heard of Boogerman? If you have, I might just make them. Here we can see that I have been making the fire out of hot glue. And what I like to do here is lay down several layers, letting each consecutive layer dry before applying another top layer. And then I use a toothpick and my fingers to give it a little bit of a spiky look. I'll then lay down a base coat of yellow for the fire, and I can dry brush a rich orange on top before tidying up the black where there's been some overpaint and some cracking with the drill. I'll then glue the bombers into position before deciding I should sleep, but I don't need sleep. So maybe I can add some glazes over the coloured areas that look incredibly dull. I'll also dab on a little bit of white to the areas of white that got a little bit dirty or painted by accident, and finish assembly by gluing the bomb into its final position. Finally, I'll draw on the horrified face of the Black Bomber Woman with the realization of her impending doom and the victorious hate-filled eyebrows of Bomberman Prime. And with that, I'm off to Europe. See you next time. A big thank you as always to those of you that came out to play today. This is without a doubt the worst sculpture I have ever done, but I still had some fun with it. I'm actually recording this in my cousin's attic with a one-eyed, deaf, 16-year-old Maltese dog that snores. We'll do better in future. But until then, like, share, subscribe, and until next time, go make a mess.